Freo got the job done over Hawthorn, but the Hawks would take plenty out of that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they did. The Hawks had another one of these on-again, off-again weeks where they were really good yesterday, and you can see what they're building at the Hawks. But it was 8-4 after half-time, and it was just some class. Have a look at this goal from Brayshaw, the way he worked this one. This is just class. This is the sort of thing that got them over the line. Hawthorn were gallant, but at the end of the day, Fremantle had too many winners and went harder for longer. So Fremantle, they're a very good side. They're going to be hard to beat when they come to the MCG.
Oh, hang on.
What's happened?
Is it happening? yeah, it's happening.
Oh boy, it's definitely happening, TJ. I'm volcanoing the Gold Coast Footy Club. I want to take you inside the moment that Gold Coast Suns fans' hearts should break. This is Scotty Clayton and Brad Lloyd of the 2017 trade period. This is where Gold Coast gave Fremantle pick 2 for Lockie Weller, and Fremantle swooped and got Andrew Brayshaw. What he is doing, Andrew Brayshaw, look at him, Scotty's clearly not happy.
He's a bit of REM.
He's not there anymore, but everybody hurts Brownie and Gold Coast because they have just traded away the potential 2022 Brownlow medalist, and he's getting massive numbers, like 37 again yesterday, but this is the stuff I love. The work rate here from Brayshaw, this is why he's the next captain of Fremantle, and he doesn't get a stat for this, but the work rate to come across and force this turnover in the middle of the ground was enormous. 37, he had 13 in the last quarter. He's going to win the coaches' votes. He potentially could win the Brownlow. And imagine Brayshaw in Gold Coast midfield right now. So some trades can ruin your club. Not saying it's ruining Gold Coast, but it's having a massive impact, and what a pick up for Fremantle. And congratulations to Brad.
And you know what? He's a culture changer. So I was fortunate enough to have Andy at Haileybury. He changed the whole culture of our school football program. Everyone cared about the NAB League. He says, let's make it about Haileybury. If you're good enough, you'll get drafted from anywhere. So if you don't want to play for Haileybury, go. We don't want you. And then that's what they've also lost. He's the next captain of the Fremantle Football Club. He's just an outstanding person.
22 years of age. So that's my thing with list management and recruiting. No one ever keeps the people that make those decisions accountable.
And here's Nathan Fyfe, Damo. He was back. I liked his game. I thought he was super around the clearances. He has 6 kicks, 16 handballs. He'd want to kick more in weeks to come. But
did you like the role? A bit of midfield, bit of forward.
Well, Brodie wasn't as good, so that's a watch this space, whether how it affects Will Brodie. But still, I liked the way he played yesterday. He was tough, hard, and won big clearances.
But the narrative that he's portraying has been interesting all year, and how he's projected himself, his return, and then even after his first game back, how he sees and where he fits in his eyes in this team.
It's not the same as when I finished playing last time, and I said to Caleb and Andy, treat me like a first gamer, tell me where to go, set me up, and they did that. They told me where to set up at stoppages, and that was a nice feeling.
I'll do. And then the problem for the Dockers was Akers going down with the hamstring. He's been in really good form, Kane, hasn't he? And you could see the emotion attached to him coming off the ground with a complaint that will keep him out now for some time. And while there is enough runway left, you'd think, for him to come back into the team before the finals, it clearly means a lot to him, what he's been able to do this year.
All right, well, what about Hawthorn, Nathan?
Well, I thought, firstly, before we get to Nath, I thought their pressure was elite. So they forced Fremantle to over-handball, plus 220-odd handballs. They only went inside 47 times, the Dockers, for 400-and-something disposals. So what that says to me is they came with a plan to slow Fremantle down. They kicked long down the line a lot, and they couldn't get any transition going with their ball movement. In the end, it was Fremantle's strength around the stoppages. They're the #1 team from stoppage in the last 3 weeks that got it done, and Hawthorn, with a young group, tired later on in the game. They couldn't sustain that pressure.
What he's done well, Sam, is he's had a game style to nearly beat Melbourne. He's come in with a game style to nearly beat the Fremantle Dockers. So, yeah, they beat Brisbane. They beat Geelong. So, yeah, it's been a pretty good first half of the season.